Hi there. Welcome to the tank. How are you? I'm going to start just by having you introduce yourself and say a bit about your work.
Sure. My name is Saeed. I work with Chemonics International as part of the Sustainable Development Impact Lab.
Fantastic. So take us a little bit deeper in the work. Like, what are any projects you want to highlight or, that might be interesting to share with the folks at home?
Yeah, sure. So it's a new effort that's launched by Chemonics about 6 months ago, really looking at how we could use data, media, and technology to accelerate impact that we're having around the world. So we're looking at our presence in around 100 countries and across our 6,000 staff, and really thinking about how we can leverage those expertise to really advance the Sustainable Development Goals. So a very exciting effort and really fun stuff.
With that incredible purview, what are some trends that you're seeing already emerge in this new project? And that could be trends in terms of new technologies or trends in terms of how people are interacting with those technologies.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of trends. Of course, generative AI and the role it's having on the communities we're working is something that we're very focused on. We're looking at how we can deploy those in ways that really allow our experts to focus on what's most important about the work that we're doing in the world, how we can leverage AI to really reinforce the expertise and the local knowledge that they bring to the table. And so that's really something that we're focusing on right now. But we're also looking at some of the risks that the technologies are bringing, in particular, risks around disinformation that's really spreading, especially with so many different elections coming around the corner. And yeah, those are kind of two pieces that we're in particular looking at.
Yeah, I imagine it's been a ton of work to get this project off the ground, given the breadth and the scope. Like, what are some of the biggest challenges that you're up against in trying to put this infrastructure in place and actually manage it?
With something as novel as generative AI, we really started at thinking about some of the principles that we wanted to adopt in testing out the technologies. And it was something that took a lot of time because we really wanted to ensure that we understood the risks that were out there, but also taking advantage of the opportunities. So we developed a kind of informal task force to really form ideas around what those principles were that we were going to adopt as we started to test out the technology.
Great process.
Yeah, and it was really pulling people from across the company, from around the world, different roles, different functions, people that had different use cases in mind as they were thinking through those principles. And then from there started to prioritize what use cases we would then adopt as we were testing out those technologies. So it was a very intentional process that took a lot of time, really kind of building that collective understanding of how we could do this in a safe way, but really something that kind of created the foundation for us to then really advance our work around testing out these technologies.
Any GDDF sessions that you're excited about or that you have attended or might attend over the course of the day?
Yeah, so my experience is actually primarily focused on conflict and post-conflict programming, primarily working on stabilization programming. And so I'm really excited about the geopolitics and digital development event that I think is the next one. But really the opening event was also fantastic, hearing from the state and USAID on the policy and implementation side and kind of really thinking through technology with a focus on building it to be secure and safe and private for its users. So really great events throughout.
So much for the work that you're doing. It's so important. And we wish you a wonderful rest of the day and an enjoyable GDDF. All right, you take care.